Hello and welcome to the overview video for the unit A5, the Cartesian grid. Okay, in case you haven't done any of the home learning tasks in the past, I'm quickly going to go through what you need to do. So first of all, you're going to need your overview sheet in front of you. This should have been attached to the frog task that your teacher has sent to you. I'm going to show you an example of the overview sheet shortly. Secondly, you then need to watch the videos for your set objective. This is listed on the overview sheet. You then need to complete the activities that are listed. It's a good idea to tick off each task as you're going along, and remember, don't miss anything out. Right, this is what your overview sheet will look like. At the top, it gives you a quick description of what you need to do. Here will be a link to this video as well. Then goes through each of the objectives. I'm just going to click through them now, but go into them in a little bit more detail later on. This unit is an algebraic unit, and you've previously studied 4 other algebraic units. Now, some of these will help you when you're doing A5. Most particularly A2, when you were manipulating and simplifying expressions. This is when you learnt the meaning of algebraic notation. And then A4, where you studied formulae, and you had to substitute values into formulae, and you also had to manipulate the formulae and make other variables the subject of the equation. Okay, before I go into what we'll be doing in this unit, I thought it would be good to talk a little bit about the history. So the Cartesian grid was named after the French mathematician and philosopher René Descartes, and legend has it that he was lying on his bed in his apartment looking up at the ceiling, and he spotted a fly crawling across the ceiling, and he wanted to describe the position of the fly. So he came up with a coordinate system that was based on the walls in his apartment. Whether this story is true or not, I don't know. But what's certainly true is that the Cartesian grid became one of the most important devices in mathematics. It allowed mathematicians a visual way of representing algebra and created links to geometry and statistics, as well as many newly emerging areas such as calculus. Okay, some of the things that you'll be doing in this unit. Well, first of all, we'll be looking at the actual Cartesian grid and what it's made up of. The different labels, the axes, the origin, the centre of the grid, and the different quadrants. Okay, first of all, we look at how to plot points on the grid in the various different quadrants. We then look at how to label the points with an ordinate pair. You need to be able to find the midpoint of 2 points or of a line segment. You've also got to be able to find the gradient of a line or a line segment. Then we'll look at having an equation and being able to work out the coordinates for equation and then plot those onto a graph. And also work out what the equation of the line is from looking at a graph. Then we look at parallel lines and how they are related, i.e. the gradients are the same. We also look at real life graphs. So this is an example of the cost of a journey based on the distance in miles. We look at distance time graphs and how different stages of a journey can be plotted. So what comes next? Well, following straight on from this unit is A6 sequences. In that unit you look at the patterns of numbers, and this is quite closely related to graphs and linear equations. Following later on A8, we go into a little bit more detail about linear graphs and you look more at the parallel lines but also perpendicular lines as well. Okay, and finally a quick reminder of what you need to do. You should have your overview sheet in front of you. On there it tells you the videos you need to watch on your set objective. You then need to complete the activities listed either on Corbett Maths or on Hegarty. You then need to tick off each task as you're going along and don't miss anything out. Okay, good luck. Hope everything goes well, and if you have any problems, please contact your teacher.